England's winning streak is over, and it ended with a bang in Edinburgh. After 12 straight victories, Steve Borthwick's side were brought crashing back to earth at Mayfield, where Scotland claimed a thrilling 31-20 win to lift the Calcutta Cup. Now, with Ireland heading to Allianz Stadium in Twickenham this Saturday for a must-win Six Nations clash, serious selection questions are hanging over this England squad. So, what changes could we see? Let's start out wide. A battle on the wings. Henry Arundel's afternoon in Edinburgh could have major consequences. The 23-year-old saw red after 2 yellow cards, the second for a dangerous aerial challenge, and faces a likely suspension. That leaves a vacancy on the left wing just days before Ireland arrive. Tommy Freeman has been operating at outside centre after Ollie Lawrence began the tournament carrying a knee injury. Freeman is usually a right winger but has experience on the left, including England's win over Ireland in 2024. Given England's struggles under the high ball against Scotland, shifting Freeman back to the wing, where his aerial ability is a real weapon, would make sense. But there's a bigger picture here. England's coaching team have been keen to develop Freeman as a long-term option at 13. So do they stick with that plan and bring in Elliot Daly as a direct replacement? Or now that Lawrence is fit again, does he slot straight back into midfield, freeing Freeman to return to the flank? Tom Roebuck, typically reliable in the air, had an unusually quiet game at Mayfield. That may open the door for Daly regardless, and if England look beyond the current squad, Cadan Murley and Ollie Hassel-Collins, both sharp finishers who impressed for England A against an Ireland 15, are potential call-ups. Former England wing Ugo Money has already made his view clear, suggesting England should lean into their kicking strategy by selecting their strongest aerial back three. Back row rethink. There are also questions in the pack. The Bath combination of Guy Pepper and Sam Underhill had been working well alongside Ben Earl at number 8 during the autumn. Earl again carried strongly against Scotland, but Pepper and Underhill did not hit the same heights they've shown in recent tests. Underhill, known for his aggressive tackling, missed 2 crucial challenges in the move that led to Ben White's try, something rarely associated with his game. Pepper, too, had a quieter outing than usual. Borthwick tends to treat his back row as a unit, and until now that approach, with Tom Curry and Henry Pollock deployed from the bench, has delivered impact late in games. But in Edinburgh, the replacements were chasing the match rather than changing it. Pollock, just 21 and yet to start a test, still made his presence felt with strong carries and work at the breakdown. Curry, a veteran of 3 British and Irish Lions tests, has been used cautiously, perhaps due to his injury history. The big decision. Whether to start Curry's experience from the off, potentially alongside Pollock and Earl, and use Pepper and Underhill as finishers instead. The Smith debate returns. Then there's the familiar question at fly half. This time last year, Marcus Smith and Finn Smith were competing to wear England's number 10 shirt. Now both are trying to secure the backup role behind George Ford. Ford's missed drop goal against Scotland proved pivotal. Still, his strong autumn form and display against Wales make it unlikely he'll be dropped. Finn Smith arrived in camp carrying an injury, which made Marcus the obvious bench option in round 1. But against Scotland, Finn returned to the replacements, leaving Marcus, despite his ability to cover fullback, out of the matchday squad entirely. Former England wing Chris Ashton has called Marcus a genuine game-changer, someone who can shift momentum if things stall. Finn, meanwhile, started 4 Six Nations matches at 10 last year and is often seen as better suited to beginning a contest rather than entering late. Much will depend on the bench configuration. If England opt for a 6-2 split, 6 forwards, 2 backs, to target Ireland's recent struggles up front against France and Italy, versatility becomes vital. That scenario would likely favor Marcus Smith. The bigger picture. Saturday's defeat did more than cost England a trophy. It exposed cracks in combinations that had seemed settled and reignited debates across the squad. With Ireland next, and the Six Nations campaign on the line, Borthwick must decide whether to stay loyal or make bold calls. Because after Mayfield, one thing is clear, England can't afford another misstep.